Well, welcome to this installment of 5 Minute Fridays. I'm David Tappan, a consultant at CDH, and today I want to talk to you about SharePoint Online document libraries in modern mode or modern UI. Microsoft introduced the modern UI for document libraries to replace the classic mode, like we're seeing here, about a year and a half ago. But I'll tell you, a lot of my clients are sticking on classic mode. And, in fairness to them, a lot of the changes that have been made are maybe a little hard to find if they're different from, the way that they're used to doing things. So what I thought I'd do here is help out a little bit by going through everything that's changed in modern document libraries so that you can know how to do everything that you're used to doing in classic mode and hopefully learn a few new things that you couldn't do in classic mode. Now, I can't go over all the new features of modern mode in one 5 Minute Friday. So I'm planning on doing a series. And today we're going to start with the document tagging experience. So obviously, if you're here, you've done tagging in classic mode, but just to go over it, you can check it next to a document like that. And then you have to go up to the ribbon up here. And then you can say edit properties. And there's a little pause. And a new page loads and you get the document properties pane. I'm sure you've all seen this. And when you hit save, you can change it and then you hit save. Notice it takes a few seconds to come back, and that's because it has to reload the other page. Another way to tag in classic mode is to use this little 3-dot thingy that we call the ellipsis. And when you click on that, you get document preview, which everyone loves. But what people don't love as much is you have to actually hit this second ellipsis here to get to document properties. And then it brings you back to that same page and you get that same pause while you're waiting for it to save. So that's the classic mode. Should be pretty familiar to you. Let's take a look at the way it looks in the modern mode. So as you can see, this is pretty much the same library, but it's in modern mode. And the first thing you'll notice about it is that there is no ribbon at the top. So they got rid of that. So how do we change the properties? Well, we still have the ellipsis here. It looks a little different, but you click on it and it is a much simpler look. And instead of saying properties, you say details. And here's where you're going to see something different. So notice the properties pane pops up right on the right. It pops up instantly. You do get that preview, but you also get the document properties down below. And those you can start editing basically right away. And it's much faster because you're not loading a new page. Here's a brand new feature in modern mode. These are suggested, recent, or frequently used tags. And you can just select one of those if you want to add it. You can also get rid of all the tags. And if you want to just browse the old-fashioned way because you can't find it among the recently used, you just go here, select one of these, and that's how you tag. And that is the basics of it. If you want to edit multiple properties at once, I recommend you hit this edit all link right here, which will bring it up, again, in the page without reloading very quickly, all the fields, and then you can hit save. And so that's your basic document tagging experience. But I really want to show you something new that you could never do before that people have been asking for years. And that is the ability to tag multiple documents at once. So I've selected all these documents and I'm going to hit this little I, which is the details pane. And now notice it says bulk edit properties. And I can actually change or set all these properties at the same time on all these documents. But I'll tell you the most common scenario where you're going to do that is not on documents that are already in the library, but when you're uploading new documents. So if I have some documents here on my computer and I drag them and drop them into the library, they pop up at the top. And if I select them, let's deselect these. If I select them, then okay, I don't know why they're not staying selected. Hold on. There we go. And you get the bulk edit properties. And you can change these properties. So if I want to go ahead and add a client to this, I can choose one of these. And if I want to change the year, I can change that to, say 2018. That would make sense. And I can change the document type as well. And if I hit save, then you can see that the properties change. Now I'm see how all those change, and it looks like I had one selected down here as well. So all that was done in one click, and that really saves a lot of time. So that is a quick tour of document tagging and how it's changed in SharePoint Online modern mode document libraries. Stay tuned and tune in, I should say, in future weeks as I go through the many other changes in the modern UI to help you switch from Classic. And just like with Coke Classic, you'll never go back. So thanks for coming.